Hi everyone, I'm Leon Thomas Lewick. Here's your political news roundup for Monday, November 25th. President Obama is calling it a first step toward a great deal. Israel's leader is calling it a big mistake. They're referring to the weekend deal that saw Iran agree to curb its nuclear development program in return for a partial lifting of economic sanctions against it. Obama acknowledged that Iran, like any other nation, should be able to access peaceful nuclear energy. But he was quick to add that because of its record of violating obligations, Iran must accept strict limitations on the program that would make it impossible to develop a nuclear weapon. The burden is on Iran, Obama said, to prove to the world that its nuclear program will be exclusively for peaceful purposes. Criticism of the deal came not only from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but from both Republicans and Democrats in Congress. Republican Senator Mark Kirk said the deal will require only cosmetic concessions from Iran. Others said the deal still allows Iran the capability of producing an atomic weapon in the future. Meanwhile, officials in Europe said the partial lifting of economic sanctions against Iran could begin as early as next month. President Obama took to the road to open the week. He traveled to the West Coast for a fundraising trip and to reignite the push for immigration reform. The move comes as a new national poll shows 63% of Americans are in favor of providing a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. That's close to the results of a Quinnipiac University poll from earlier this month. It showed 57% of registered Americans support creation of the citizenship pathway. Legislation to provide that pathway has already been approved in the Senate, but Republican House Speaker John Boehner has refused to bring the matter before his chamber. And when National Security Agency contract employee Edward Snowden began going public with information on the NSA's spying tactics, the head of the agency, Keith Alexander, offered his resignation. The Wall Street Journal reports that the offer was turned down by the Obama administration. The report said that at the time, officials did not think the resignation would solve the problem and would be perceived as a win for Snowden. Alexander is due to leave his position early next year. That's your political news roundup for Monday, November 25th. I'm Leon Thomas Lewick. Stay logged on to rttnews.com for the latest political, economic, and stock market news all day long.